heavy, I can remember. City centers hella cold in the December.
Victory all in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah. Pound, 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 pound.
It's me. This bout, these two have certainly. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Jab to the body, trying to wear him down. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. A perfect counter shot. This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. Well done with that counter shot. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. He misses with that straight left. Those counter punches have to hurt. Just misses with that uppercut. Swing and a miss with the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Promise. What do we expect to see here in round two? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. This fighter loves throwing straight power shots. Their opponent has got to get that head off the center line. They stop the hook there. Good counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? That counter shot lands. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
counterpunch caught him clean. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. The bell rings and we start the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the straight left. Missing with the hook. Punch, counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. And he scores with the counter. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Caution being thrown to the wind. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Beautiful counter shot. Nice count. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance with...
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Defense is not an option for these two. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Holding nothing back here in the round. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
These two were made for each other. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but there's the bell to start round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punching. That right hook catching air. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This is a high-octane battle. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. Catch and shoot. Nice job blocking the hook. That hook was off target. His stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
This is the beginning of round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. How about that time counter shot? A perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch. Gets nothing but air on that left uppercut. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They're both trying for a knockout. The perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Worried about these two fighters. And there's the bell for round 7. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, The ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
It's all offense all the time. And down goes the Bobcat. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one.
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The jab doesn't quite connect. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. That'll be a 10-8 round for... And we enter the 8th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nope, that jab not going to score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both men step back for just a moment. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
And there's the bell for round 9. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Incredible work rate. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The stamina is off the charts. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We'll see how much. And there's the bell for round 10. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What are they doing that, man? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Catch and shoot. And the Bobcat goes down. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
Well done with that counter shot. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, still waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I missed them. Boom. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And did nix the tone as I
What a lovely afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Manny Pacquiao. When it comes to strategy, you can describe this fighter as a swarmer. And up against him, it's the towering Inferno. And you can see who has the power advantage. These two will be fighting in the welterweight division. So many fantastic champions have come through this weight class. Most recently, how about Terrence Crawford?
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in this kind of fighter. The jab is unassumingly long and sharp and fast, and that will really put you off your stride.
It's Manny Pacquiao from the Philippines, and they hold the SCI Continental title. The last time we saw them in action, they pulled off a very close win. It's the towering Inferno from the United States of America. Coming off a very close, controversial win, let's see if they can be more definitive in this one.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shot.
This bout is... And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
The fighters have got to stay focused, concentrate, don't get carried away. They're not...
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. That counter punch caught him clean. He misses with that straight left. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't find a home for that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
These punches coming from every angle. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And down goes the towering Inferno. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four. Give me your blood.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what they're fighting.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
No rest for the weary. That counter shot lands. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter loves throwing straight power shots. Their opponent has got to get that head off the center line. He can't score with that uppercut. Good counter punch. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. Good counter punching. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes. And there's the bell for round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Misses with the jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. They exchange punches halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Do you believe what we're seeing? These two were made for each other. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
There's the bell to start round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Can't score with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. One punch could change everything in this battle. Nice counter. And he scores with the counter. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So close with that uppercut. And this fight is over. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Are you okay?
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot.
sweating eyes. Who am I? Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night, boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side, pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time, we already on the way. Better get themselves in line, thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah, spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you bout to learn why if you in my way. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down.
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. Start a fresh start again. This could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be the chance. What are you waiting for? Need to escape, need to escape. It's too much weight, it's too much weight on me. Could I just be free? I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start a fresh, I start again. This could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be the chance. What are you waiting for? Don't keep doing the same. It's time to break out, over and over again. It's time to break out, and so give us a change. Break out, a change. It's time to break out. This could be, this could be, this
Let's settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort, I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this, study my movements, go up and sit in the grain. See, I never heard of vacations, bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work and watch suckers complain. Cause all they regard is who go the hardest. Whole family is a chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. The blood, sweat, and tears of my stripes. I only tell stories of fights. You learn that the struggle is part of the hustle. Don't ever mistake them as gripes. First I hit them with lefts, then I hit them with rights. After all that I've been through, I gotta continue to cut through that bull with a knife. You holding me up, so I'm rising. You want me to fail or surprise them. Addicted to winning, so since the beginning, I only focus on horizons. All they record is who go the hardest. Whole family is a chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. So what can I tell you? I learned from my failures. I traveled through hell with a gang full of tailspins, and I only prevail cause I came with my day ones, and they never strayed from tough situations. I'm saying there's no conversation, just head down and get from the heart that we came from. All we record is who go the hardest. Whole family is a chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's Manny Pacquiao. He's 5'5.5" tall and has a reach of 67 inches. And they'll be facing Showboat. They'll be facing off in the welterweight division.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
It's the Pac-Man. How intimidating would it be to look up and see this man about to fight you? He is one of the absolute best in the history of boxing and has one of the greatest resumes, having defeated 22 world champions. Against them, Showboat from the United States of America.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
And now for the official introductions, we turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Which fans are going to be happy?
right,
Which fans
I
are going to
went
be
over the
sad?
rules.
I
want
don't
you to
know,
protect
but it's
yourself
the
at all
argument I
times.
love.
Thousands
what I
of
say,
fans
you
here
must
in
obey.
attendance tonight, but when the
Look.
bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. That jab had to hurt. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swing and a miss with the jab. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom. can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Catch and shoot. Nice counter. And he misses with that straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A swing and a miss with that jab. Throws the uppercut but misses. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place. Hold that thought. Pacquiao there got clipped clean. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight. So get out there and get the job done.
Let him back into the fight that round. I need you to get back out there.
There's the bell to start round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Missing with the hook. Well done with that counter shot. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
A perfect counter lands. Has to be so much for defensive abilities. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Starting to make mistakes, you're switching off. Don't worry about it.
There's the bell for round three. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. A perfect counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punching. That left hook missed. throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. It's all offense all the time. Couldn't land that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Great work. Stay focused.
Listen, you switched off. What you doing? Get your mind back on the job.
He was thinking, he was smart, he weren't loading up, but he was still landing the power shots.
Here we go to the fourth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Punch, counter punch. Nice slip to avoid the jab. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Is he going to punch him? And Showboat is down to the canvas. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four. Can you continue?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. He's got away with it. He can do it again.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back the next round.
Good work, he was thinking.
Sam, what you doing? Come on, you're switching off. You got complacent.
Just get the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense and angle what you
Get back out there and win the round. The fight's not over yet.
You're getting your timing already. The right hand's beautiful. I said, start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so you can't figure out. Great one. Just the same.
When you go out there, just take the round off, win the round on your jab.
The gaps will appear and he'll start tiring out. Now I don't want you to
focus on what